Hello, my name is Adam Fournier, and I'm coming to you today from Los Angeles, California. I'm also coming to you today as the 2021 USBG Presents World Class, sponsored by Diageo Bartender of the Year. But more importantly than either one of those facts, I'm coming to you today to talk to you about Don Julio Tequila and to teach you how to make your very own Don Julio Limonada cocktail. But before we get into the actual making of that cocktail, I would like to spend a little bit of time talking with you about what makes Don Julio Tequila so unique. And to do that, we have to go back all the way to the beginning to 1942 and the man Don Julio Gonzalez himself. Now, Don Julio Gonzalez was a man who was defined by passion and quality, not just when it comes to making tequila. This was the guiding principle for his entire life. Staying in his native Jalisco, he established a distillery where generations to come could learn from his passion and attention to craftsmanship. This is a man who would choose quality over quantity every single time. The resulting tequila from these choices is something that is smoother, richer, and of truly uncompromising quality. But how do you get to this level of quality? Well, first, you have to start with only the finest 100% Blue Weber agave from Mexico. These Blue Weber agave can take anywhere from 6 to 8 years to reach full maturity and ripeness. Once they do, the harvester or el jimador will remove them from the ground and strip the agave of its leaves, revealing the heart or piña. This piña is then hand cut and slowly steamed cooked in traditionally masonry ovens for 3 days. These cooked agave are then crushed to release the sweet nectar or agua miel inside. This is then fermented and distilled, and the result is Don Julio Blanco. It can take 8 pounds of blue agave to produce a single bottle of tequila. But the fun doesn't stop there. Aside from the Blanco, each expression of Don Julio is aged in white oak barrels in temperature and humidity controlled facilities. How long this tequila is aged in these barrels determines what expression of Don Julio it becomes. This is how you end up with such a wide range, going all the way from Don Julio Blanco to Don Julio 1942 and beyond. Now, this attention to craftsmanship and quality has won the brand numerous awards over the years, including most recently a gold medal for Don Julio 1942 from the 2020 San Francisco World Spirits Competition. Now, if you want to learn more about the passion that inspired Don Julio or share your own passion for Don Julio, please join the community at any of these wonderful social media outlets. And while you're there, maybe you can show off the Don Julio Limonada that you made for yourself at home. Come on, follow me to the bar and I'll show you how to make it for yourself. Well, would you look at that? We're now suddenly at a bar. This must mean it's time to finally make our Don Julio Limonada cocktail. Now, before we start mixing together our ingredients, again, I want to just double check all of our tools to make sure that we have everything we physically need to make this drink before we start mixing. So, again, this is a shaken style drink, so you're going to need a cocktail shaker or a mason jar or any other thing with a lid to add ice and liquid to and be able to give a good hard shake. Also going to need some jiggers or a measuring cup, anything that allows you to accurately measure and pour out your liquid ingredients. You're going to want a glass waiting close on hand. In this case, we have a lovely Collins glass for our Collins style drink, which means you're also going to want some straws close by as well. You're also going to need something to strain off the ice from your drink. I've got my Hawthorne and Fine strainers here, but anything that will hold back that ice is just fine by me. And speaking of your ice, again, make sure it's close by on hand. Remember, the better the ice, the better the shake, the more control that you have over your ultimate product. All right, I think we've got everything in place. It's time to start measuring out and pouring our ingredients. So, this drink's going to start with a 1/4 ounce of agave syrup. This is 2 to 1 agave syrup. So 2 parts agave to 1 part water, just really to make it easier, more consistent to pour. We're then going to follow that up with a 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice for that nice bright citrusy quality. And then we're going to top that with our beautiful 1.5 ounces of Don Julio Blanco, bringing through all those rich, ripe agave notes. There we go. All right. Now it's time to add ice to our drink. But another pro tip for you. Before adding any ice for shaking or stirring, I always like to make sure my glass is completely ready to receive my drink, which this case means I'm going to want to add my ice first. I'm cheating a little bit with my lovely, lovely little ice spear here. But now my glass is ready, so I can add my ice to my shaker tin. We can go ahead and give that nice, good, hard shake. back that tin. Go ahead and double strain that over your waiting ice spear. Make sure everything's out of there. Don't want to miss any of it. Fantastic. Then we're going to top that up with 2 ounces of citrus tonic. What this does is ties together that nice bright citrusy element from the lemon, gives it a nice bittering agent to not let that agave nectar become a little bit too big for us. Then going to add our garnish, which is going to be a lovely mint plush. Give it a little smack on the back of the hand to wake it up. Wrap behind that a lemon wheel. And then you can take your straw and actually use that to help guide your garnish down the back of your drink so it rests nice and tight. So you get a lovely whiff of mint every time you go drink your very own Don Julio Limonada. Well, there you have it. Thank you again so much for joining us here today. Again, my name is Adam Fournier. On behalf of the USBG, Diageo, and Don Julio, I want to say thank you for joining us here today. And please remember to enjoy your Don Julio responsibly. Cheers.